The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year. And then I got a flap, bitch. You should have known how a real nigga act. Let the whole so the next joke can hit them. Feel about the player shit. Tom ain't up in the ocean. Ain't hit me with the potion. Cloud 9 is beneath me. Niggas can't see. Ain't falling in that fucking G. Like a fake fake. Niggas get the fucking with the. Don't be the next one to get done. You can't play it. That's a throw on 1st and 10. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Taking a chance to the end zone. He brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get a perfect start. They got up 6-0. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive. That's a Raiders and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Airing it out to start this drive. That's called a quick hitter. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Throwing from the gun. That's complete to the back. Ashton Jensen. He'll be blocked in at about the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brooks, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too. It's also resistance has got to reappear.
Lucky that to end is an interception. So it'll be 2nd down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Going again on 2nd. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pull that in front further. 13-zip. Brock Bowers, the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Your route check.
Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That time to start, well, you wanted all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47.
23 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, play action. Escapes out to the left. He can run it.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't the pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. Their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. Throws comes. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat. Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner to the 48. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Looking on first down. Brought in by his back here. It's Jesse. And he's taken down at the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. That's a Vegas first down. Throwing now to the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
This guy's talent is just an all-around difference. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different.
Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency.
Raiders ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Throwing that on first down. Complete out to the right. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Throw here on first. Finds him over the middle. He really gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards on that play as well as a new set of downs. Pass play on first and 10. That's a touchdown. The Raiders racing them to the halftime locker room.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Rolling from the gun here. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll stop him here right before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Pass play coming here. Man downfield, and he finds Besh. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The line and sets. Here we go, first down. He'll look to throw. He's got it near the 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal.
In the red zone on first. He rolls to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. A great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You could just do the job.
Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're looking at the entire fielding in front of them. A long drive ahead, Brock, as they start out very close to their own goal line. Working from his end zone. And he's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Incomplete. He was covered by Terrell Bernard.
Throwing again here from the end zone. It would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Buying some time right. Oh, he's got to run for it. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
18-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at it now. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. They're going to try and throw here. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. This is caught inside the 15. And this is a touchdown. The Raiders trying to end this before the final quarter.
I know you can mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. You see that kind of speed, that is scary. He just made him pay.
The Raiders ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a fourth consecutive touchdown drive. Back now, pressure coming. Headed out right. He's keeping it. This is going to be downhill. It's about the opposing 36 for their next snap. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Cut for big yards on the right side. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders can cruise to a win, growing that lead further.
I try to listen cause I used to be that nigga G. Now do you feel me? I hope you feel D.
The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. To throw here on first down. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
First and 10.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's completed right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders piling onto the scoreboard yet again.
Well, a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this.
Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going.
Wasn't enough, so you graduated, now you stuff your nose with that white hole. Get in the thing, high lips, make a tip.
They work against the blitz. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They'll come up on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it again. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Offense is set. First and 10. From the red zone now. He rolls to his right. Took off with it again. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
You kept it trying to be like Superfly, you fucked up. Now your world is a plastic bag of white dust. Sucker, bust that don't come
Raiders ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's running with it. This winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, approaching that 30-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving for them. Here's another first and 10. Now looking to throw. It's complete over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's a yard short. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. To Vegas, first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Now here he goes. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard
Looking now from the gun. Caught by his back. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Throwing from the gun. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's going to be tackled. Let's go all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. You get running backs who can attack the middle of the field like that. Man, it's a difficult on the defense.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Back to throw. Pass attack close. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders running them out of the building. 3 touchdown catches in one game is
now some people say that all drugs are bad drugs, and in their eyes I'm a junkie cause I smoke drugs. And so this, please forgive me
Raiders
for
headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Shotgun give here to Genty. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been.
It doesn't matter much how you feel. You know what you gotta do. I need to do it. How about
Cole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. They are Super Bowl bound, Brock. We now know who's going to be representing the AFC in the battle for the Lombardi.
I have to part that I built from a bunch of huge nails. In the church together, nigga, Sunday school. Now for the trust in the jacket, nigga, that ain't even true. I'm rapping, fucked around, with back, walking up on the wrong tree. I'm running up in niggas and taking thoughts, but they can't stop me from striving, so just be shaking soft. All in this ankle, so far, some moves be getting drops. Victims of foxiness, man, all that drama you come with, I swear, all some shit. Whether it's morphine, or cocaine, doja, or dog food, and addicts cross the train, and next fucking up my breaking rules. You got your things mixed up. You ain't no pimp, you's a phony. I spit for major mix. While you make taste for your homies, and then your work up to nerve. To speak fast words, the temper chance me instigators. That's why I wrote this verse. For every youngster with his mind on the sneeze. Young player just chill and take a look at what these fakers call real.
I trust no man, cause man, I let you down every time. That's why I take it upon myself to thank God in every rhyme. Cause I see better times and I see worse days. And some of my so-called friends wasn't around when I ain't have my words to say. I preach my birthday day with righteous thoughts of mine. This righteous thoughts of mine and leave monk ass niggas fall behind. I see this every time they come and go. That's why I drop to my knees and ask God to distinguish me from children. What do you know? By the time morning comes, I can see the light. And then I'm thanking God once again for making everything alright. He made it tight, and now I'm back up on the scene. Counting green straight from H-Town to New Orleans. These music things putting it down like a mic and lie. Replace the slot, throwing up shot, we're about to make it hot style. With your devilish doings, because your devilish doings will only bring forth your ruin.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, my nigga, to watch your back and trust you. Cause ain't no nigga gonna watch your back for you like you. When someone is broken down and out without no cloud, it's rough. At least you know who you can and who you cannot trust. See, let me explain myself until the point I'm trying to make. Don't want no others around me, player, hate, not acting fake. Don't never be wanting nobody to get too close. I don't know if it's effects from the marijuana that got me annoyed and tripping. See, nowadays a nigga be rolling thick with hella loot. But if my loot was gone, would I be all alone? See, my partners who used to ride with me and smoke that dank and fuck with hoes, would they be them same niggas if I didn't have shit to roll? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who is to say what a nigga will do? Who is to say if you help someone, it's guaranteed that they'll help you? See what I'm saying? Listen to me and see if you can dig this. Smiling faces replaces friends when people receive ends. Now all of a sudden I'm acting funny cause my money's low. But there was no drama when I was living at my mama's home. But I'm not telling a nigga nothing you don't already know. Personal business, you gotta watch who your friends. I'm thinking about hard times, free in my mind. Who in the fuck gon' be my crutch? Holding me up, helping me out, making sure that I stay in touch. Where do I sleep? Who do I turn to? When I be low on my cash, who am I down with the fifth? That niggas be talking about kicking my ass. Who is my friend? Who is my foe? Who do I ask when I wanna know? Something about something where I don't know nothing. My ignorance keeping me out of the cold. Who do I call when I'm in need of a ride in somebody else's car? How do I get from point A to B? And B is just too far. Where can I get alone? Where can I use the phone? Who's gonna give me the permission to make a decision to come up with it? They house and live. When will I drive a beam? I take my clothes to the cleaners. How can I know? Will I forever be paying my dues? Will I forever be singing the blues? Where will I find the shoulder when I be wanting to lean? Know what I mean? When I be needing some justification, stuck in the fucking same location. Who is the friend that's helping me? Who is the buzzer that's hurting me? Who can I trust? Will you be there when the going is tough? Will I be hanging with digging the dust? Who gonna share my load when it's too heavy to carry? Oh, will I go crazy, pulling the load alone, constantly getting my hustle on? Who will I finally see? Kind of suspect or even actually know who was my real friend, sticking the thin, and who in the fuck is the phone? Hit behind the curtain, can't wait for the manager. Look kinda shady, I don't think that he can handle it. Looking is ready to pull the tip gun in his left arm. If he steps on, don't really do his self-harm. Keep it calm. And cheese on his hands, thinking about a getaway route, I jumping for his veins. Jump into the thing, slam a joke, take the gas. This feeling someone's looking at my ass. Looking into the real, if the president's ass white. Called up on the seats, trying please don't take my life. I climbed up by her, so much bitch don't speak. And talking about 110, release her into the streets. Into the van, I make my room for an hotel city, the robber tree. You ain't got himself hooked up with a bitch who had only one attention. The bitch was being played. The bitch was down with me and the boss was bitch in the plane. My mind started thinking the bitch is over for game. The shit started stacking as soon as I started drinking. The first spirit told me to pay her and let it go. The devil told me to hold the phone and so hope. My hand started shaking and mentally I was breaking. My hunger for the thriller for kill begun. So I'm taking all the money, proceeding to bust a raping. Spit on me, not a child on the wrist, and I started taking. Fuck pulling the couch up and cushion. A knife and two running through the back of the seat. I'm taking a then bringing a loose from the scenery. Checking my tracks, constantly watching my back. What is it in the beat? Paranoid, thinking my past. Gonna get up with my ass, living my life so fast. Wondering how do I usually last though? Still me and let you down on my level. So you can understand about the hands of the you made me do it. You made me do it. Do it. You made me do it. He made me do it. Do it. I used to come up fucking cheap and hate, thinking about the fat lick that nigga did for yesterday. Now finally the hustle with my hustle with my money. No more like I said, Jack, these niggas and leaving bodies in the street. Drifting to another place halfway to my blood. A whole night win and a fifth of gin to get drunk. No dirt on my mind until I see him. $100,000 bills with gold on rims. I said no more will I ever take another man's shit until I see that Rolex when he hit that cigarette. Instinctively I start to follow him and make my shit. At the same time wondering why do these things? Could there be a force stronger than all what we know? Unconsciously controlling things we do and how we go. Now I'm reaching for my Glock, my only true love. Hoping this time I don't even have to use her. At the same time, this nigga felt like eating Taco Bell. At the same time, he did not know he about to catch hell. Pulled up on the line a bit fast. I'm a little anxious, ready to get my shirt on. Like a motherfucking razor. He must have noticed me and balled off the line fast. But I can't let him pass with the model shake tag. I hit the gas to the floor and made them dogs holler. Tinted windows hiding me inside my 78 Impala. Now I'm twisted, angry blood boiling like some coffee. Hearing voices echo, let him go and don't be foolish. But there's a louder voice drowning out my good intentions. Screaming, yelling, forcing me to complete my mission. Listen, temptation put me in this situation. But something good is the reason for my hesitation. In the end, I took his car, his shoes, and his life. The devil made me do it. He 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 made me the devil. Let me drop it on the one. It's the Fat Man. Don't like an 8-ball. That's why people call me that. Some used to call me Mr. Big, but I had to flip. Now they call me Mr. Ruffle, cause I'm all about my chips. Matter of fact, you need a jack. I'm a jet to dig me. Orange juice and DP. People play a tipsy. It only seems like yesterday. Thinking back, I had to work a job and hustle just to keep a sack. Stuffing orange round, 10 toes down. Nowhere to go but up, I'm underground. I'm so down, but God bless me with this gift of poetry. So with the CD, the world could see what I see. Came hard for them buckles on the outside looking in. Made man ends with some paper and a pen. Then did it again. Fuck all of y'all. MJG and 8-ball sitting on top of the world. Get that animal animosity that you got against me off your chest. Thought you can't bring me down even if you try your best. I guess here's what I got to do. Separate myself from the busters, hang tight with my own crew. Some people hate to see me make in any opportunity they get where they can hurt me, they gon' take. I hate, but too late. It's rough up my chrome plated thing through your cover in the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
I've seen so much from coast to coast and state to state. Birds slinging ballers in the fakest of the fake. Getting paid, getting played, getting sprayed in the street. While me and MJG getting paid, freaking beats. With versatile, South style, rappability. I had to catch a plane that let me fall from my community. Cheese.
Right to the air goes Knicks. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And will find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Derrick Henry, 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
What do you see? Do you see me? I tell you what, a true player from the south in the attack.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, unless his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy, you're still our leader. Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head. I'm coaching to drop it.
Yeah, this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks him. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down the 20-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the left.
Lyric constructor, smoked out like Chris Tucker. What the buster muster didn't pay attention. Hit rewind and let me take your mind back in time. Remember me, little fat, cute and chubby. Now I'm mean bugging niggas walking around shoving niggas. When I open up my mouth, you can hear the south. Packing guns, stacking funds, fuck selling out. When you see me, what do you really see? Screaming like Mike and Janet, but you don't get me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror-image matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens and themselves. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jackson looking to throw right away. And it's intercepted on the first play of the game. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the first carry for Derrick Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
No, we changed it.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Henry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Brings up second and goal.
They get it to him running left. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away, bowling his way in. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. You can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? Derrick Henry, 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Why you go that way, Slam?
Make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Is he even seeing what the fuck going on?
Here's Jackson to throw. That falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bothering opening him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That is definitely what we call a defense and uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Running left, it's Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first one. And he will have the Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But the short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
Jackson going to keep it. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
A first down carry for Henry. He's going to juke. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 1. In motion goes the tight end.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. That is intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd down and 3. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. A toss left, Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And it'll be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff running left, Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Jackson. Now he'll take this and run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll cover his way forward for about 40 yards there on the first down carry. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. His guys made it in stride, complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for Ravens touchdown. LeJontay Wester, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again with Henry. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he is into the end zone for the Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. On his loop for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up to 14. That ties the game at 14. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
They just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jackson. Throw it outside, taken in by Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They look to throw now on first down. It's Flowers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch and run, first down. They toss it right to him. A gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the right. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's him again on 2nd. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part. Powering them down there. Another nice burst there, pick up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd down and 8. Hill running. And he stopped immediately there. Minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead in the 4th. Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Ravens 21, Ravens 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Back to throw. Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Been a bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
The extra point splits the points, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but it's still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. They'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. As he throws there, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. but we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Short play called by the Eagles. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him along the 43. Now they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
I wish that my time, cause the devil was stressing my mind, messing with my mind. Think about down, up a daily eye. To be an after the day. I'm doing it my own prayer, man. Today, cause the nigga was lusting. But my nigga thinking, cause the nigga was struggling. Like it with the mouse per hour. About Mr. Son of Leatherface, tell a lie. Round after round after round, up or down, minute, and rushing back with them 68 reverse. I said sorry. It's just about me. Sorry. To see. I said sorry. It's just about me. Sorry. To see. It's all about love, you know, united. It's all about love, united. These are the days of our lives. Without that guy, moving up on who died in life and makes across society. Turn back into the quiet. You ain't got a nation that's down the ride with you. Can I get a witness? It's deeper than survival. Who am I? My brother's keeper. Yeah, because you know my father.
As you take a look here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Something like myself on the ball and prepared to jail to make my memory.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
My family tree never held no mother come up. Singing was hard to bring the sons up. They put on the words and they just put down up. Coming up, they eternal. Never started thinking out of that's in trouble. No stressing, just wanted to know the fact you running and testing better. And you say,
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Penalty marker on the field, however. Which side is this on? So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing is Hurts. And a throw going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down at 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Now a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up moving to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to 16.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Baltimore first down.
We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's set.
Keep in mind, it makes him susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Again, it's Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force it broke down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. A pretty nice opening statement.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with during a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Moore coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. This is Henry. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews that's held in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Jackson and Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack. Have a line of scrimmage. Because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 2 now, second and goal. Henry. Take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Hey, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Tiger Swamp.
This time they stay on the ground. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
63. Tiger Hornet.
Back to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This 2nd and 4.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Great. Set.
They'll throw now on the final play. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. 1 second, all that remains. Now Jackson, a final shot before break. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
DC, right?
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 116 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Running left, it's Henry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Ravens.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Eagles 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Well, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. In motion, the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Hey, let's go.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. A beautiful fake. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 180 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Henry running right. Able to push his way through. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because Him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to get that back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Eagles 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown.